An absolutely magnificent spot to explore. Oh, well, here we are. We're about to go. This is my chariot for the weekend. It's my chariot for a weekend, just fixing up the waterproof. I've unpacked my entire bag and put it all in there and pack it individually to fit it into this. So it's going to require some reassembly. We're going to get back to the shoreline. We've got old mate over my shoulder starting his boat, so we're going to get some engine noises in a minute. Basically, we're here on the Hawkesbury River. And today we're going to be kayaking out to a place called the Tanks, which is effectively off in that direction somewhere. And we're going to be spending 2 nights. We've got our first 2-nighter, so very excited about that. And hoping that when I get there, the place is as good as I've been told it is. Small camping area, but right on the water like this, so really excited about that. We may spend 2 nights at the one site, we may move on to a different site tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, it sounds so good saying that. 2 nights finally. So yeah, Hawkesbury River, the Tanks tonight. It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon now, so I need to get going. I've only got a couple of hours of light left, and I still need obviously to get there. It's about half an hour paddle, 40 minutes maybe, and then I need to get firewood, so on and so forth. So without further ado, let's get this show on the road. Let's get paddling. Alright, off to a very shaky old start here. Can't quite get the steering right. I'm a little paranoid. About this camera going in. I think I might have to put the camera away. Alright. The sooner we can get out of these boats, the better. Bit of a challenge to not risk feeding pills. Before I get my feel for it, I feel it's a bit of a risk. I made it. What I can see over here is I can't wait to get there and explore there tomorrow. I'm not going to go there today, I'm just going to give you a little sneak peek at how that's going to be. So we've pulled up, paddled for about 45 minutes. It's pretty crazy. There's a path which I'm going to have to drag the kayak through up there. Well, maybe I can just leave the kayak on the rocks there. As long as it's up out of the water, we're all good. So I'll see how we go on that. I've got some work to do. I'd love to hang around and chat, but I've got some work to do in the next hour or two so that I don't end up stranded in the dark. I've got to set up my tent, I've got to set up my tarp, I've got to get some firewood, and I've got to get to my place. Kayaking part 1 done. Didn't fall in. I almost wrecked, but I didn't. I had these great intentions of filming it. You know, you see all the other YouTubers filming it as they go and they have this cool shot with the water and you know, just the tip of the boat. And I got in there and man, my tripod almost fell over 5 times and I just couldn't even paddle with that going on. So I just thought, screw it. Let's just paddle and get there and we can do some fancy shots later in life. Yeah, so plenty to talk about here, man. Wow. Tomorrow's going to be a day. A freaking awesome day. Alright. Alright, let's move. This is what we call home for the night. Assume the position. Pick up a stick. It seems to be what I do. The view's magnificent. The spot's amazing. There's options everywhere to set up. The only thing there's not an option for with any great clarity is where to place my tarp. I mean, I don't even need it. Out that way and out that way are houses. So the only reason I'd put up the tarp is to block them so they can't see me sitting here out in the open. So I guess conceivably I could set up here and just put a tarp there. These people can still see me, but at least those people can't. I don't even know if you could hear any of that because I was looking that way, and so you might not be able to hear that. Basically, tarp placement. I think I should set up the camp first and then get firewood for the simple fact there's some right here, and there's a fallen tree right near where I came in, which I can just lop limbs off and get a significant amount of wood, and it's not like a very populated area. There seems to be the track to go elsewhere up there, but then again, man, I've got so much exploring to do tomorrow. I'm so excited. Now, I'll talk to you about some of the inhabitants that live in this water tomorrow, but there is a obstacle to the swim. Something about murky, that's a beautiful bird, murky, shallow waters. Anyway, thought I heard something. But I've got to swim, man. How can I not swim? I mean, you wait till I take the camera there. How can a man not swim? So I'm going to set up, can I say this mega tripod is great. It's one of those ones that extends this high off the ground. It's adjustable. Finally, you wait till some of the shots I get tonight. It's going to be magnificent. Anyway, the campfire here is in a bit of disarray, so I'll tidy that up. I don't know why there's a hunk of metal lying there. I'm probably going to leave it there, actually. There's nowhere else to put it. But I'll fix that up and make that more functional. And over here, we have an alternate setup. To be honest, it's pretty, but it doesn't serve too much purpose. You can hear fish jumping out of the water. I saw one before. But just, I mean, look, guys. I mean, far out, man. What the hell? What kind of heaven have I stumbled into? Alright, so as you can see, it's pretty much dark. I'm just collecting a minimal amount of wood for tonight. I'll use all the stuff there, plus the stuff I just collected. Tomorrow I'll go for a big run so I can have a decent fire tomorrow night. As you can see, it's dark. I'm not even sure if you can see me at this point. Very excited to settle in. So let's make that happen. well, some time has passed. I had to move to get the firewood, I had to move to get the fire started. So, fire started. To be honest, I just used a lighter. Because time was of the essence, and I mean, that's why you bring cigarette lighters, to make your life a little bit easier. So I'm hungry, and I'm really looking forward to that fire burning down so I can throw some food on. I've had to pack for 2 nights of food, so very different situation in that regard. So 2 nights of food have been packed for. I still got some more wood to chop, and I'm just going to take a seat now and relax for a while and wait for this to burn down. Haven't really been able to enjoy the surrounds yet, so I'm gonna get onto that. Really nice spot, really happy. Let's enjoy it. Alright, so dinner's on. It's about almost 8 o'clock. Obviously it's very dark. I'm very hungry. I had to chop the sausages in half this time. And you also notice that I've bent my grill. Makes it a hell of a lot easier. It was better to pack 2 the way my new backpack is. Tomorrow I've got to go through the new jacket. I've got to go through the new backpack. And I think there's something else as well. So there's a lot of goodness to come. I'm not going to film too much tonight. Just going to enjoy it more. We got a whole second evening to film. But they're looking forward to it. I actually forgot the ice. So not actual ice, but the ice bricks gel pack thing that I got. The reason I have them is because it keeps my food cold. Now, I didn't bring them. The food was all frozen and everything, but I didn't bring them. So that's going to mean that I'm going to have to save the eggs. Well, I can't have the eggs tomorrow because they're less perishable, so everything that's perishable is going to have to be eaten first. But you know, that's alright. Looking forward to them. I think the sausages are finally ready. Put that there for a moment. Please don't roll. There we go. Yay. Alright, I'll tend to that now to get it waken up and then I'll eat. Alright, fire's going. These are perfectly ready to eat. Yep, as always, winner winner. Veggie sausage dinner. Yeah, so dinner was nice. And now I'm about to sit here, and if you remember from the secret location video, keep looking over there. I should be looking over there. Anyway, so if you remember the secret location video by the creek, I listened to an album for the first time, and that album was Between the Buried and Me's Automa Part 1. Again, fantastic album. So today I'm going to recreate the tradition now. So the new album I'm going to listen to today is a band I've never listened to before. I recently got a Google Play subscription. I'm just going to use the 33 days and then cancel it. So I wanted to download some stuff, and the band is called Haken or Haken. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. Haken. It's another progressive metal band, similar to Between the Buried and Me, actually. So it's their new album, and I'm going to listen to that. And it's interesting because every time I listen to Between the Buried and Me's album now, there's that energy imprint, so to speak, from the location I was at. So I kind of get that feeling like I'm back there. So it'll be interesting to see if the same thing happens with this, and I have 2 different feels for each album. I don't know. Sounds weird, but anyway, I guess that's the kind of stuff you think about when you're out camping in the woods. You got a nice full belly, fire's going, tents up, location is mint. I can't wait for the morning to see it. I guess that's the sort of thing that comes up. So, to the music. Alright. It's about 9:45. I'm inside the tent now, and the fire's got some big logs on it and it's burning out. So it's time to set up my sleeping bag, my sleeping mat, and all the extras. I didn't bring the yoga mat style sleeping pad this trip because I figure I'm in the tent. There's enough protection for the sleeping mat against thermarest. Alright, just pause this while I blow it up. I'll move the bed because there's a rock here, and so I want to basically sleep right down the side here. So I have to move that. Ding dong. I have no idea what that was. Alright, I'm about to go to bed. That's the that's where I've got it out. Right, that way is the fire. I'm lying down long ways. So I was gonna, yep, that's pretty much it. Alright. So I'm in bed. This sleeping mat is so good. So I think I'm going to sleep really well tonight. Ready to go. So tomorrow I'll probably wake up. I'll definitely put that food on. Hopefully it's not turning because of the no ice situation. Then I'll probably go that way towards that creek that I hinted at. Probably look at that straight away. I'll have to collect a lot of firewood. Probably go for a paddle somewhere. Maybe. I'm kind of happy just to chill as well. So yeah. I'm actually pretty awake. It's about 10:30. But I'm just going to lie down and listen to the podcast and just fall asleep. Should be nice. You got the sounds of the river in the background. Hopefully the camera's picking them up. Alright. Till next time. Or till the morning. Or till in like 10 seconds real time for you. It's a good night from me. Oh. Good morning. It's about 5:40ish, maybe 5:45. I'm up. I seem to still be on the same schedule as my son's put me in. He likes to wake up 5:30, 6 o'clock and just annoy us. He's great. So I'm up. I'm going to use this moment to go through some of the... I was going to have a look at the map that I've printed out and just map out some of the things we're looking at doing. Probably won't do, but could do if we wanted. So, without further ado, the map. Alright, so here's our map. I took great expense printing this out, only for the guy to give me one. But anyway, this is a really good map now. This is a good tip. If you go to, it's called Officeworks here in Australia. It's, your stationery suppliers. Basically, they, the ones where you go and you print your photos out and stuff. Now, this is an A3 or A3, A2. Sorry, this is A2 size. Relatively thick paper, a bit too thick. It cost me $20. I was actually going to, and if anyone can afford to do this, I would recommend it. They had printed cloth, so you could print this out on a cloth. That would be amazing because it could never tear. But anyway, so I'll use my little pointer. Yesterday we disembarked from right here, Parsely Bay. This area here is Brooklyn. And right up there is the Mini Bridge. Oh no, isn't that the Mini Bridge? The Pete's Ferry Bridge. My bad. Mini's further up. Free plug time. I met, there's a company called Hawkesbury River Kayaks. Hawkesbury River Kayaks. And the owner, Bob, has really looked after me in giving me the information needed. And you know, he was busy. He sent his two young daughters out to help me out, to hook me up with the kayak and the life jacket, and just give me the tips that I needed to get out there. And they were great. So if anyone's looking for kayak hire, this is unpaid. This is just because the guys gave great service. So Hawkesbury River Kayaks, check them out. I just opened the flap, the tent flap, and check out the scene. I don't know if you can tell, but it's really misty and it's nice. Wow, so the water actually came up to the boat. Came up to about here. The boat's right there. Lucky I pulled it up higher. All the footprints have been rubbed off the sand, so it's quite a strong tide. What a beautiful spot. I mean, look at that. What an absolutely magnificent spot to explore. There's the breakfast on for today. We've got something different. We've got a veggie patty. Obviously I'm vegetarian if you guys haven't put that together yet. So veggie patty and halloumi. I think the flame's a bit hot. It just kind of heated up, so that's alright. Sun's starting to hit the land over there now. Still be quite a while till it hits here. Tide's starting to shift out. Good time, good time. hundreds of little crabs. You can just see them. So here we are, what a nice view. What an awesome spot. The only disappointing thing is that I can't actually go climbing too much. I don't know if the camera picks it up, but all these rocks are just coated in mud and slime and oyster shells. I'm not going to do it. It's a shame because I'd like to explore over there, but again, it's just not worth it. So it's about 9 o'clock now. And I've done my firewood run. I think I've got a pretty good store, to be honest. I might do one more just because I don't normally have the time to get a whole bunch of firewood and just burn whatever I want. So maybe I'll do that tonight. Never saw some leaping fish over there. There's abundant food sources here. You saw the crabs. There's birds, there's fish. I could hear the fish jumping out of the water and splashing around all night. And one thing I made reference to earlier, there's bird tracks right there. One thing I made reference to earlier was some of the local inhabitants that are in these waters, and what I was referencing was bull sharks. So this river is known to have bull sharks, and now if you're not familiar with bull sharks, yeah, basically equal, some will say equal to, some will say lesser than, some will say more aggressive than a great white shark. So they don't muck around. If they don't like you, they're going to go for you. So when I'm kayaking, I really don't want to fall in, just because that paranoia will play in my head. The tent's good again, I've enjoyed it. As I mentioned before, the sleeping wasn't perfect, but I can adjust to that. Where I walked before, there's so many crabs. Yeah, so I might just hang out for a while. Stop talking at you anyway. Sandy's so soft. So just before I go and maybe take a bit of a walk, there's a nice spot up there. Come across this. Now I don't know if it's natural weathering or if this is a grooved stone that the indigenous people of the area used to sharpen tools and stuff. I mean, if you look around at the other rocks of similar makeup, they don't have it. I'm not sure. There certainly is a lot of carvings, which makes me think it's probably more natural, because if it was man-made, wouldn't it be more uniform? I don't know. This is an indigenous area though. It was called Dirabun, I think I pronounced that right. And Dirabun, that's the Hawkesbury River, Dirabun. And yeah, and there's a few different peoples, a few different tribes that would come down here and use the lands as we've seen. There's plenty to exploit. So yeah. Nice history to the area as well. It'd be so much better if all those houses weren't there. But I'm just trying to look at this image. It's like a larger scope version of the Glenworth Valley place I was at. This is the inlet where I was and was people over there. It's the same kind of layout. Alright. Just wanted to point that out because I thought that was pretty cool.